Hello, I'm Larissa Waldron. I really appreciate you working with me as I try different things while I'm doing these videos. It's a learning curve, that's absolutely true. It's um, difficult, to say the least. But thanks for holding on with me, and hopefully you're gaining something being a part of this. I know that I truly am as well. Um, Today, I'm going to start with just an idea that I've been giving to friends of mine who have teenage children that are in seminary. Just a little something that maybe you could use. So many of us grew up while President Benson was the prophet. And as you recall, President Benson talked a lot about reading the Book of Mormon and the importance of it. And so when we were in seminary or when we were in college or youth, we were taught that reading the Book of Mormon each day was just really, really important. So now, fast forward years later, we have children maybe that are seminary age. And I have a lot of parents that are frustrated because they want to do the reading with their kids. For seminary, they're reading that they need to do for the year, but they also feel this need to read the Book of Mormon as a family. So here's a quick idea that I have given to some people that maybe might help you too. Okay, so this year that I'm making this video, the school year of 2016-17, the book of study for the year is the New Testament. So I'm going to be using the New Testament for this example. One thing that I would probably do is I would have a family copy of the New Testament. You can just get those really quickly at the distribution center and go through and mark all of the footnotes. Maybe the day before, the night before you're gonna read it with your family. Mark all of the footnotes that are in the Book of Mormon, and then I would either do it myself or assign one of my younger kids who aren't in seminary as we read as a family. Have those younger kids be the one to stop us while we're reading or warn us ahead of time that, hey, look, verse 9, we've got a Book of Mormon scripture reference that we need to cross-reference with. And so in that way, you're doing the New Testament reading that your students need to get through, but also adding that Book of Mormon cross-reference and helping those ideas to come alive so that your kids can see how important all the scriptures are as you cross-reference them and as you look at them in the big picture as one and how powerful they can be together. Remember that wonderful scripture in the Bible, Ezekiel 37 verses 15 through 17, which talk about the book of Judah, the Bible, the stick of Judah, and the stick of Joseph, or the Book of Mormon, how they will come together in the last days and be one in thine hand, and how powerful that is to be able to teach your kids, to prepare them for their future in service in the church, future leaders, future missionaries, parents, teachers. In that way, you can both read the scripture that you need to read with your students so that they can get through that reading for the year and also do your Book of Mormon reading. So hopefully that's a win-win situation for you. It's also really helpful for you to read these scriptures with your students, especially when we get into things in the Old Testament and the New Testament, some things that they might not understand, and that you can have really good, wonderful, rich family discussions as you study all of the scriptures together. They all have such great interconnectedness, and I'm hoping that you'll find that as you study. Another idea, just a quick one, is to also do that with the Joseph Smith translations that you find in the Old and New Testament. It's really, really quick to see them in the footnote. Here's an example where I've marked the Joseph Smith translation in green and the Book of Mormon scriptures in blue, and then I have those marked up in the verses as well. And again, as you read, it's just really quick to find them and to be able to see that wonderful revelation and how it helps enhance the learning of the scriptures. Thank you for being with me today on this really quick idea for your scripture study for your family. Please feel free to write in the comments and tell me some ideas that you have, things that work with you when you're trying to study scriptures together as a family. I hope you have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, today we're going to start with, and welcome.